morning. Happy Saturday. It has been a week, I tell you. Yeah, we started off in the week going to Tulsa, and we went to a friend's wedding. That was great. It was a crazy nice weekend. Super Bowl weekend. It was Groundhog Day. It was the big palindrome. Palindrome, is that the right word for it? Yeah, the date was 02/02/2020, so it's the same forwards as it was backwards. And I guess that only happens every 900 something years that there's a palindrome date. People in this area were very happy to see that the Chiefs won over the 49ers. Yeah, it was like practically summer, well, northern summer weather out there, and it was really nice here as well, back here in Springfield. And then we came back to a weather forecast of snow. The forecast was actually so bad, or so wintry, that they closed school ahead of time, and then nothing happened. Well, almost nothing. And then the snow just stopped. We are just 40 days away from spring. The kids were really happy to have school off on Wednesday, even though there was very little snow. Like I said, I had a sick day that day, wasn't feeling great at all. I slept most of the day. And then on Thursday, Jill and Zach had their date night. I enjoyed that together, hanging out and talking. That's a regular thing that we do. That same night, I met with my friend Dirk and Ryan, and talking about some podcasting stuff. Friday night, last night, we met with some friends for a game night and played the Jackbox Party thing, which is on the Nintendo Switch. I like to mention in these vlogs some of the technology that's being used these days, because 10, 20, 30 years from now, the Switch will be really old news. In fact, many people won't even remember what the Switch was. You know, my kids definitely don't remember like the Atari or the Sega Genesis or... That brings us up to today, which is a beautiful sunshiny day. You know, it's still in the 40s, but it's nice out. And I guess 40s to people who are not in Fahrenheit, like all of the rest of the world. I guess we're the only holdout for Fahrenheit temperatures in the world here in the United States. I don't know what the 40s would be in, I guess that's the single digits in, because like room temperature is like 21 degrees, which is like 70 something here. I don't know. Anyway. What else? This week, watched a little bit of this guy on YouTube called The Swedish Lad. That's his channel. It's called The Swedish Lad. He also has another channel called Good Talk. He's a really neat guy. He does some language challenge things where he'll meet somebody on the street and they'll try and learn a little bit of each other's language. Then, you know, usually get a chuckle out of somebody else trying to pronounce their words. He also showed this really cool, I want to call it zero translation tool. I don't know if it's released yet, but it was really neat because it translated on the spot languages. In this example, it was translating from whatever their language was into English, and then from English back into their language, and they were saying whether or not it was accurate, and it was surprisingly accurate, where they were saying, yeah, that's right on. So that was really cool. I've really enjoyed Martin's videos. His name is Martin, the Swedish Lad. In fact, it says something like, my name is Martin, not Sven, yeah. I have some Scandinavian roots, you know, back in my family tree. My grandmother was Pearson, and there's some other Scandinavian Swedish roots. In fact, I remember Grandma had a plate on her wall that said in Swedish, "Ska vi äta nu," which that pronunciation is probably terrible. It meant, shall we eat now? Great thing to have on a plate, right? That's it for week 6. Today is Saturday, February 8th, 2020. See you next week.